Alright, everybody, so we've played Gen 5 OU, we've played my personal favorite, Gen 6 OU, so now it's time to play the gen that every old school player swears up and down by. Gen 4, Diamond Pearl Platinum, even though technically it's Heart Gold Soul Silver. This is the generation that I started playing competitive Pokemon. Technically, like, if we're being honest, I didn't get good until Gen 6. Maybe that's why it's my favorite, but in Gen 4 is when I started finding out about EVs and IVs and all of that. But this was at the very tail end of the generation. Like, Black and White, I think it had already come out in Japan when I started getting into competitive Pokemon, but because there was still that discrepancy between the US, like the Western release, and the Japanese release, a lot of people were still playing Heart Gold Soul Silver Gen 4. And of course, I was that dude. I was that dude who brought Gyarados and Electivire and tried to put him on a team, and I thought it was a genius. And I like put 100 IVs in Pokemon stats, or 100 EVs, excuse me. I guess I still don't know what they are. And yeah, this was back before I really found out about like Pokegen, Pokesav, all of that. So I was basically using in-game teams, and they were pretty awful. And then for basically all of Gen 5, I was pretty bad still, but not like completely clueless. And then Gen 6, I got pretty decent. And then it all went downhill from there. But this team is one I got off of the forums. It has a banded Gyarados lead, and I really like this. Out of all the teams that I have here that I've experimented with, this one's pretty cool too. It's like Specs Vaporeon, which is pretty interesting. Maybe we'll try some other ones, but if I just keep winning with this team, that's basically what I'm going to do. And if I lose this first battle with this team, I'm switching it out. So this ladder will probably be very slow. Although, maybe Gen 6 will be slower. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but when I was on the forums, just kind of, scouring, lurking, Gen 6 is really dead. I have no idea why. Like, in terms of discussion threads, the viability rankings are fairly recent, but like nobody cares about oras, and that saddens me because I really like oras. I like it way more than Sun and Moon, and that seems to be like pretty active if you look on the forums. Okay, so we've got one. Oh, this is the exact kind of lead I wanted to see. Sure, he could earthquake. I mean, he could explode on me, and explosion is still really powerful in this generation. So powerful that I have it on my Heatran here. It's come in handy a couple times. But I mean, he's either booming or he's not getting his rocks up. Because I think they run... No, I think they do run Fizz Def in DPP. This Bronzong, like the only generation that this Pokemon has been relevant. And oh my god, please flinch. Okay, so he got his rocks up, but now he's gonna lose a fucking Pokemon. Like, really though, what? This is an adamant choice banded waterfall. Like, what even switches into this that's not like... Oh, well, I guess, okay. I forgot that this Pokemon actually messes me up. I ran into one of these earlier today, and damn, like the mixed Life Orb set, Jesus Christ, that thing is strong. I was gonna say Celebi would be the switch in to Banded Gyarados, but this works too, I guess. It helps that his Bronzong is basically dead now, but like, okay, what do I switch in here? What do I do? I guess I'm thinking he's gonna set up the rain and start just absolutely blasting me. I think they run like DD as well. They have like a million different sets in this gen, and I kind of can't stand it. They're probably EV to outspeed Scarf Rotom in the rain as well. Like, I guess Jirachi is my only switch in, and at that point I guess I kind of have to double to prevent Bronzong from coming back in. So that's annoying. Please just go for Draco. That actually sucks that he missed. That actually really sucks. But see, he may not know it, but I get walled by Bronzong, but at the same time, like, he might not be immediately threatened enough to switch out. And these things carry Earthquake, so like, maybe the play is to stay in and go for Psychic, but I mean, at the same time, if I double into Gyarados, he's just gonna go right back into this. Or if I go to Heatran, he's just gonna go right back into this. This thing's a monster, like, what the hell? Look at my team and look at this thing. I mean, I guess that's what the Pasho Berry's for. I would say it's more for Starmie, but because like the thing is, Jirachi could be a million different sets. So I'm just gonna go for Psychic. Ah shit, yeah, he goes for the Bronze Unger. That sucks. Should I get my? Because he's in an EQ here. Either that or he's booming. Like if I go into Breloom, he's gonna boom if I don't Spore him. I guess I may as well get the sleep off. It sucks that I have to waste it here, but I mean, it's whatever. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, big dog. Yeah, that sucks. And now this team does not have a spinner, so Gyarados is going to be coming in at 75%. And really, I need to focus on making use of that, but that's going to be difficult with that Kingdra. And the fact he has that, plus probably another ground immunity in the back, because I mean, Earthquake's going to do 10 million to 82% Kingdra. If it's like hasty, it might even put it into Life Orb range, if that's what it is. Which we didn't get to see that because he missed Draco. That really sucks. Although I guess, nah, that doesn't suck because Jirachi's at full health. And if I get rid of this thing, if I get rid of this Bronzong, this Super Rachi might really work out, especially if his other Steel type is Heatran. Which I guess I could see. I'm not BKC. I'm not that good at evaluating team structures. You know, on the off chance, let me check if I have this team in my... Oh my... It could be this team. In which case... Wait, hold on. So he's shown Earthquake, but I don't know if that looked like Adamant Max. This Kingdra's choice specs. Okay. It's funny how I have this exact team. So he's got a Flygon, a Lucario. If the third Pokemon shows up the same, I'm gonna say it's this team. And the fact that the Kingdra went for Draco and not Dragon Dance or Rain Dance. Yeah. It's this exact goddamn team. So, Gyarados is gonna be like a soft check to Lucario, but I don't think I outspeed it. No, I don't, because I'm adamant. So that kind of sucks, because Close Combat may 2-hit KO me after Rocks. And are you going to time out? That would be a shame. I really wanted to see what this team was. I'm pretty sure it was that exact same team, though. And we're going to pause until... Oh, man, that's... He's really going to time out. That's going to suck. Because this would have been a really interesting game, because he has this... This Gengar also messes me up big time. Because Gengar is so stupid in this gen. I should use a team with it. Kind of makes you wonder why Tyranitar doesn't run like... I might change this depending on what my spread is. Because I've been getting messed up by Gengars. So I was thinking maybe I can run like the Gen 5 set with Choppleberry. Maybe a bit more Spadef, like this. I'm sure this is EV'd for something. Maybe it's EV'd for like Min Scizor, I don't know. Bronzong. What else is in this tier? Because we don't have Ferrothorn. That's not what it's EV'd for. Maybe Fortress. I'm trying to figure out what the speed is for, because we outspeed Bronzong and Fortress anyway. Are we trying to hit something with Crunch that we couldn't before? Because Rotom is not defensive in this gen, I don't think. Oh, it's probably for Skarmory. That makes sense. That's probably what the EVs are for, too. It would just be nice to have a little more Spadef for, like, Gengar in particular. I guess we just revenge it with Scarf Rotom. And, like, I'm not used to the fact that Steel actually resists Ghost and Dark in this gen. I guess it's also in Gen 5, but that's not quite as relevant. But Heatran is still, like, this is not... It's a bulky Heatran, but it's not Spadef, and Focus Blast completely obliterates it. Gyarados can take, like, one hit from Gengar. That's the only thing. And I guess Jirachi... Yeah, well, actually, Jirachi... Again, I'm not used to the fact that it's not super effective. So, with a Calm Mind up, Jirachi will beat Gengar, so... Yeah, I guess the Pasho Berry is better. You know, you get rid of Kingdra's Rain, and then you live the hit. See, here I can just stay in. Because, like, I've had Skarmories try and stay in, you know, they set up rocks and shit. And they like, try to roost it off, and they're just asking to get flinched. And if this is anything but max defense, then does a clean 50. See, he thought I was trying to do something, but now he's asking, if he stays in and, like, tries to roost it and tries to get rocks, then yeah, he's just asking to get destroyed. Now the problem is this, if this is also, well, you know what, no, Gyarados are usually they're usually like dragon dancers and all that, but at the same time I don't want to switch right into like my Breloom fearing Ice Fang. He might just go for the Ice Fang because it hits Gyarados neutrally and hits a potential like grass type or something. Although, I'd expect them more to expect a bulky water. I don't know. Because, like, I kind of want to go into Jirachi and kind of scare him with an electric move, like a Thunder or something like that. But, plus it's just kind of the best pivot. Yeah, because Rotom's not switching into this. I mean, I guess it can take Earthquake if that's what he's predicting. I'm thinking he's just going to Dragon Dance or something. Or Sub. Sub wouldn't be a bad play. They always carry Earthquake, so Jirachi's probably not the best. If he Waterfalls or... yeah, if he Waterfalls Rotom, I might die, I guess. But I can't stay in anyway. This sucks. On the off chance, let me... Because you don't know how many people, like, they just go into Smogon, like I do, and search for teams that way. What I got some Nidoqueen teams, that's kind of interesting. But it looks like I don't have his. Shit, dude. Losing Breloom would suck, too, because... Although it is, like, a bulkier Breloom, I guess, and I can get Toxic Orb going. Maybe that's just the best scout. I don't know. I don't know. Shit, man, he's gonna go for Ice Fang and I'm gonna die. He's either going for Ice Fang or he's going for Sub. Cause like I'm thinking I'll go to Rotom here. I'm gonna take a lot from Ice Fang, but like I have to revenge him somehow. I could also go. Man, I don't want to lose my breaker though. That would be disastrous. How bulky is this Breloom? Because if I can just put it to sleep. Do I really feel like going and doing calcs right now? I'm just going to Rotom. Fuck it. Okay, that didn't do as much. Yeah, and I'm just going for T-Bolt here. I'm not going to play around with a threat. Like, I could predict and go for... oh, that's nice. I just get Pursuit Trapped. Damn, that's trash. And I could have just switched out. What the heck? I hate these fucking bad players. I would have saved that if I had known he... Why was Pursuit not the play? He killed me anyway. I don't get these people. Going for Spore. That's my play. Then I'm going for... I would assume he's going to Skarmory here, which could die to Fire Blast. I'm just going to it. Fuck it. Yeah, like even if, like at worst, I just get up my own rocks as he goes for Flygon. Yeah, predicting the Fire Blast. That's a good move. It is. I probably live his. Yeah, I probably live his U-turn or whatever. Oh, he goes for Toxic. Okay, yeah, he's predicting a bulky water to want to come in. These things are usually scarfed, so I'm just gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it shows you what I know about DPP meta. Because I was assuming he was, like, predicting, like, I don't know, fucking Suicune. I guess I showed Gyarados, so maybe that signaled to him I didn't have another, like, Swampert in the back. And I thought he was just gonna, like, have to switch out. Nah, who cares? I got my rocks up. It's fine. It's fine. So, who you got for this? Who you got? Who do you have for this? And Flygon's weak. Even if he has Stone Edge or something, he's not gonna. Like, I think he's just gonna go for Toxic here or Outrage and get some damage off. Or okay, just sacks Rotom Heat. Although I don't know why. That was a decent answer to my Breloom. And this sucks because he's just gonna go for DD again and just annihilate me. Because Earthquake, this is an uninvested Rachi. It's like max speed, max attack. How much did -1 Waterfall do last time? Because this seems to be, yeah, he's showing leftovers, I think. Am I going crazy? No, I don't think so. So when he switched into Waterfall the first time, okay, it's a 2-hit KO. So. And he seems to be slower. So, oh my god, that is unfortunate. Because now this thing gets to be pretty healthy. I would expect him to go to Skarm here. Tyranitar's asleep, so actually goes for Flygon though. I don't know why though. Like, I don't understand. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna DD? Or are you gonna? No, they don't get. Flygon doesn't get DD in this gen. Like, I guess Breloom is the. Can I beat? I guess I do need Breloom though. No. It's weakened. The Tyranitar is weakened, so it doesn't wall Jirachi anymore. Because I want to preserve health on this in case the Skarmory gets up Stealth Rock again. So yeah, I don't get it. I'm just gonna go for Superpower here because I think it plus. This is Adamant Max invested. It'll just kill Skarmory with a Mach Punch. It's just the safest play. As oh my, excuse me, friend. I did not expect that to kill. This is a Flygon. What in the world? It killed from full, just straight up. What could his last be? Like, I'm saying Gyarados, Rotom, Heat. Oh, so that's why it died. Or, excuse me, I thought, for a second, I thought it died just because it's a fire type, but I forget. Yeah, no, Rotom's not even a fire type. Or Rotom Heat isn't. So, that's a little surprising that it died. I guess it was just, you know, offensive, like most Rotom in this gen. Okay, I guess I'm going for Waterfall again. That's amazing. That is so good. Because now Super Rachi, well, if it wins the speed tie with Flygon, but I don't imagine it'll be like max speed or invested. See, I don't understand. Why did he just sack Tyranitar if he was going to go back into this anyway? Is it specs? Is that what it is? No, it switched moves. It switched moves on my Tyranitar. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, that's another Heatran counter gone. So Skarm loses to Heatran. Oh, right, it's Lucario. Literally, as long as I don't let it set up, it's fine. Actually, what's a... Skarmory cannot beat Jirachi. It can't. It can't happen. Like, boosted Psychics will shred it. So, I'm thinking my best play... Because he's going to kill this. He's not going to fucking set up on a... That would be so dumb. That would be so dumb. Like, I'm trying to think, what's my 100% win play? And I think it's letting... saving Gyarados for an Intimidate, and then setting up with Jirachi. No, that's stupid. Because he's going to take Life Orb Recall anyway. And here I think I just... No, I just Psychic twice. What am I even thinking about? I literally just Psychic twice. And oh my god, he got crit. That is so unfortunate. I feel so bad for this dude. Because literally my play is just Psychic twice and... Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking so hard about, because If a crit did that much, then that means I 2 KO'd it. And even if I didn't, like what? He's gonna whirlwind me into a Heatran and something dies anyway. So it doesn't even matter. So that was a weird first game. I don't know if I liked how I won that, but like I won more so due to my opponent being bad. But I mean, that's what you get when you're a bit lower on the ladder. Old gen, so you can't really climb that fast. But I'm really upset that first one got timed out. That would have been such an interesting game. Okay, so we got a fantastic lead matchup here. Because he might not expect me to be banned. Like, he might think he lives this, but no, he's not. He's not staying in with this Nidoqueen. And, I mean, it is a lead, but I wouldn't think they're Sash. I guess they could be for... Oh, really? Really? That doesn't kill? Well, okay, you got a Brox, but, I mean... Show me the switch in. Show me the switch in. I guess he... I don't know if he'd want to save this, though. Jirachi, gone. That did nothing. This has to be, like, the bulkiest Jirachi. I don't mind weakening it. Yeah. That's right, crits are 2 times in this generation. That sucks. That's part of the reason, like, I can't fuck with this generation over oras. By comparison, it's so unfair. So, goes into the Zapdos here. There's no Volt Switch in this gen, thankfully. So, I'm gonna get in my T-Tar. Goes for the Thunderbolt. I'm gonna set up my... Is that smart, though? I was gonna say set up my Stealth Rock here, but... Just to prevent the Nidoqueen from coming in, but that's stupid. I'm just going for... Yeah, it is the same effect. Same effect. So now, reveal the Lucario or something? Yeah. Hopefully Gyarados walls this. Or, I have half a mind to stay in and go for Fire Blast, but that's so risky. That's so unnecessary. Like, he's gonna SD here. And I don't know if, like... Okay, so he showed Jirachi. Well, the main Steel type is dead. So, that'll pave the way for Jirachi to maybe be a win condition. If he trains in... Well... Nah, he could... This is DPP. He could still have a Heatran. But HP Ground hits that. Even if I screw up here, I always have... Like, this will never beat me because of Breloom and because of Rotom. In fact, Rotom could be a win condition as well. So, because he has Zapdos as well, and he probably has, like, some kind of bulky water, I think Gyarados is a little bit expendable here. Because, yeah, he's just going to go for the... He's going to go for that, and I'm going to go for the Waterfall. And, goodbye. And I guess I can use this as... Well, I'll probably just sack it to the Zapdos, make sure it doesn't do any weird stuff. Because that's probably what he's showing next. He's going to show the Zapdos. And then... Well, it's leftover, so it's not anything funky like Specs or something. That would have been bad. Goes into Suicune. Very interesting. Now, from what I... From my limited knowledge of, like, modern DPP meta, these things are usually not like the... I guess it could be like the Calm Mind Sleep Talk thing, but basically what I'm trying to say is that my Breloom might not be completely safe from this. And plus, as long as this is alive... I mean, Gyarados is dead anyway. I may as well just, like, try and go for a flinch here. That's actually kind of bad, because now I don't know what set this is. I have no clue. Alright, show me the... Yeah, let's show me what your last is. If you go Zapdos, then I guess that means Rotom's a win condition. It's a little... Nice. Okay, so he has Latias. That's interesting. Very interesting in terms of Tyranitar here. I won't switch it in directly. In fact, Heatran... Oh, I can just boom on something. What am I even talking about? Although I guess it could be okay to preserve this for Zapdos, but... Yeah, no, he's losing something here, right? In theory. That did so much damage. So I'm going into the Rotom here. Going for Thunderbolt all day, every day. That's okay. Uh. Oh shit, I could lose to Zapdos now. Maybe. Maybe. Going for this as he goes for Trick. Oh, that sucks. Hold on, that's kind of trash. So I got a Choice Scarf in exchange for leftovers. So what other moves does he have? I may as well start like... This could be a blessing in disguise against Zapdos, honestly. I just don't want to... I could have switched in my T-Tar there. I should have. I'm so dumb. I am so brain dead. Why did I not do that? Yeah, he's expecting that T-Tar switch in anytime now. Goes for the Surf there, and now I get a... At least now I get a... Oh my god, and I crit him! That's actually horrible. That is terrible. Well, now I'm gonna go into my Jirachi, make sure this thing never gets up, gets a rest in. Yeah, that Choice Scarf trick actually ended up being good for me because now, oh, never mind. Well, now I need to kill this with Crunch. It needs to go. I don't know why he's roosting here. This is actually a pretty invested T-Tar. So yeah, goodbye. That sucks that he lost his Latias like that because he could have gotten a lot of damage in exchange. Like, I probably wouldn't have won this because... Well, no, I wouldn't say that because I'm pretty sure I lived... No, HP Ice is 70 in this gen, so I could have just dropped to HP Ice with Breloom in. So that crit was trash. Although, what else was alive? Yeah, no, Jirachi couldn't hurt it. Like, I don't even know if it would have put him into Breloom Mach Punch range. Like, it did like 83, and it's twice damage, so I don't think it would have put him... I mean, Breloom was expendable if we assumed that Zapdos just obliterated it, so maybe the crit didn't matter if Sand plus Mach Punch killed Latias after that. It's hard to say, but that really sucked for him. I'm not happy about that victory. And I really should have made the play to switch into... Because if I had preserved Jirachi at a high amount of health, higher than what it was versus Latias, then I would have won as well, even if T-Tar basically ended up sacking itself in exchange for Latias. That turn where he pressed recover, I should have gone into T-Tar right there. Especially because, oh my god, what am I thinking? I have Pasho Berry. The Surf wouldn't have done much. Like, I maybe could have lived the T-Bolt after that. That sucks. Yeah, I just played like all kinds of garbage that end game, and I got rewarded with a crit. Oh, this is actually kind of a bad lead matchup for Gyarados. So usually what I do here is, I mean, if he booms and takes me with him, fine. But what I do after it sets up Stealth Rock is just, oh, well, never mind. Well, he either booms and takes me out, maybe, because it's... No, it'll definitely kill me. This is an Azelf. It has 125 attack. So either he sets up rocks or he booms. You can't do both. And I don't feel like predicting I'm going to T-Tar on the explosion, especially because I might need this healthier. Yeah, okay. So he gets up rocks, but he's 5'6". And this is looking like some kind of heavy offense, so the Gyarados will just shred, basically. So it goes into Starmie here. I can go into my Tyranitar. So now we're really playing like 6v4 here, because I'm definitely going for Pursuit. The Pasho Berry's gonna mean I live, probably. It's a Life Orb too, so this is just, yeah, not a great look. That being said, this could be, nah, this isn't really valuable anymore. Even as a sack, I mean, I'd rather preserve health on Breloom for possibly like a Lucario in the back, so I can live like... Do I even live +2 extreme speed with Life Orb? I don't know. If he had missed Hydro, I don't know if I would have risked that. Because T-Bolt did what? Oh no, he had to. But if he missed, I would have gotten my rocks up for free too, and that would have sucked. I feel like Rotom is a safe pivot here, as he goes into Heatran. That's not That's not great. Yeah, definitely not great. Especially because these things are EV'd like faster than Gyarados nowadays. But fuck it, I'm just gonna go into it. It's probably one of my best times to get this in. This is very likely a setup Gyarados. So I'm just gonna go right into this, go for the T-Bolt, gone. I'm so glad. Okay, so that was his win. One of his win cons just destroyed. Very happy about that. Gonna go into Gyarados here. If I don't die immediately, then I get a an Intimidate off, or not, I guess, because Hyper Cutter. I forgot. Yeah, Poison Field Gliscor does not exist yet. Well, that's a little. I do have Hidden Power Ice for it, but that's so obvious. What do these things? Do they run? Do they run a flying move? I kind of want to scout for it, but at the same time. Okay, that was a good move on his part. Goes into the Heatran, that's fine. Now I know that his Gliscor. Not that it's threatened by Breloom, but it can't really do anything to Breloom. That's good to know. So we're going to do some pivots here. I'm going to go into my own Heatran, then I'm going to go into Rotom. I'm feeling like this is some kind of choiced Heatran, because it's not showing leftovers. I could be over predicting here, but at the same time, losing Heatran might not be the biggest deal. No, it could. What's his last? Starmie? This is a very, like, offensive team. Oh, it's a Blissey. What is with the random Blissey? God damn, that was a crit. That did a lot. That did a lot. But now I get to Spore something. Yeah. I'm just going for Seed Bomb here because... Oh, actually... I should be going for Mach Punches, because he's shown that he's, yeah, boy! That did nothing, though. But luckily, if he had been leftovers, then yeah. So that was a solid predict on my part. Honestly, Breloom shredded him anyway. As soon as I got any damage on that Heatran, well, I would have ran a calc and seen that it would have been like 40 to 40, or 43 to 48 or something like that. Which I guess with trying to remember what the last Pokemon I had alive was. Oh, with Rotom, I definitely could have gotten that damage. And knowing that he had Blissey in the back, I wouldn't have needed Rotom, really. Maybe I could have even predicted Gliscor, and then that would have revealed Blissey. And if he was smart after that, he would double to Heatran on my Breloom. But I don't even know why I'm thinking about this. It's just how another way the game could have gone if I hadn't predicted Mach Punch there and just gone for Seed Bomb. So we'll get yet another battle. Maybe I'll switch from this team. But it just wins. It just wins so much. Even though a couple of those, maybe I should have lost. Maybe. One of those I definitely should have lost. The other one, debatable. Alright, we've got another game here. And kind of want to just go for Earthquake here. That could end up being a mistake. But that does so much damage. What even kind of Jirachi is this? So it's a U-turn Jirachi that's not faster than Gyarados. What was going on here? What's going on? So Flygon, this is a tricky thing to switch into because I guess he's just going for Dragon move. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to pivot into Jirachi here as okay. He goes for U-turn. That looks banded. That did so much damage. That looks a little bit banded, to be honest. And so here he goes into Infernape. He knows I have Gyarados, so he may expect me to pivot into it, but maybe it's a little bit early in the game to do all that. I do also want to go into Tyranitar to start getting some sand residual damage. Now, I could be cheeky and go into Heatran and pivot off of that and go back into Gyarados. Or no, go back into Rotom like. But he could also just go for CC here. Or, like, I don't want to predict, no, he has no need to predict. If he has Thunder Punch, he's just going for the Fire move here and then going for it next turn. Going for Thunder Punch next turn. So there's no reason for me to over-predict and stay in here. He's just going for the Fire move. So I'm going to go into my Heatran as he's also choice. Maybe it's a Scarf Ape. Yeah, maybe it is. Again, I'm not really going to bother too much with over-predicting here. I'm just going to go right back into Gyarados and see what he chooses to pivot out into as he goes for the Earthquake and he why, dude? Like, I understand you lost some momentum, but what? I guess he really didn't have anything that could switch into this. Like a Waterfall or something. That's pretty... As much as I'm loving this team, I actually do want to try this one with like it's a really interesting Zapdos lead. It has Gengar, it's got Breloom, it's got Tyranitar, so Heatran, pretty familiar teammates to the other one, but I really want to try out Zapdos and I want to try out Gengar, because Gengar I think is a monster in this generation. It's probably the best generation Gengar has ever had. So now we've got the Kingdra here. Now this could be specs, so I don't know if I want to stay in here and like maybe I'll go into Suicune to take that. I don't know. This is the same like, oh wait, no, this is not the same. Oh yeah, this one does have some Spadef. Honestly, I like, whoa, what is all of that speed for? So I guess he's really speed creeping other Tyranitar. It's a 220. What tier is that? I'm trying to see here. That's like base 70s, like neutral. No, it's like, it's a little slower than that. I'm trying to see. Okay, so maybe he can Fire Blast some Brelooms. I don't know. The superpower makes me think that he's just really speed creeping other Tyranitar, but this is, yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree with that, but yeah, this Kingdra's a massive threat. I feel like Zapdos has enough potential, like defensively, to want to save this, so I'm just gonna U-turn out, get some decent damage there. He stayed in, so he's going for a Dragon move. Very likely. Either that or he's going for some kind of like Rain Dance. Suicune's not like max defense or anything, so it's not quite as valuable as a defensive asset. Okay, so he went for Ice Beam there. I'm just gonna go for Calm Mind and see how he responds. Okay, goes for the Toxic. That's fine actually. As he goes for Hidden Power Electric. Well, this is a decent trade, honestly. I'm okay with this trade. And I can even keep this as some kind of either a sack or a punish on a defensive Pokemon later. So, yeah, Kingdra is pretty frightening. So I was okay with letting that happen. Goes into Zapdos here. Yeah, it's time to get the Sand up. Goes for the crit Thunderbolt. Ugh. Oh damn. Okay. That's what you want to do. I'm just gonna go for the Stealth Rock here. That sucks. That sucks. I'm actually going to keep this just in case he has like a slower Pokemon, like a Skarm, I don't know, Bronzong. Those are usually lead kind of Pokemon, but if he has a Tyranitar in the back himself, I can bring this out on a switch, assuming maybe like a predicted Stealth Rock and then just blast him with all that speed investment. So Suicune is actually going to be the sack here. And then I'm going to go into my... I really don't want to count on landing Fire Blast twice. And I don't think HP Fire or HP Ice even kills. But at the same time, going into my own Zapdos, it's a modded Zapdos, so it might not outspeed. And Heatran could also be an asset defensively as a revenge killer or something. So I'm just going to go into my own Zapdos. Actually, I think Hidden Power Ice does more in this gen specifically because it's 70. Am I going crazy? 95 times 1.5. I don't think that's 140. Because 100 base moves is like 150 with stab. It might be like almost the same. Went for the T-bolt there. And I die, because of course I do. But now the monster is in. With Stealth Rock, with Sand, it's all coming together. That sucks though that I got crit, but maybe it didn't matter too much. I still would have been around half health. I still wouldn't have been... No, I would have been a little bit less than half health. So, okay. So he's got the bronze on here. So these things run like... They run all sorts of crap. They run like Earthquake, Explosion. I don't want to go straight into Heatran on the off chance he might... I think he's going for Gyro Ball, honestly, but... And see, I don't even think Fire Blast one-hit KOs. I don't think it even comes close. I'm thinking he's going for Rocks here, and then going for Gyro Ball. So I want to see if I can't go for Fire Blast before then. And really soften it up for my Gengar. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into Tyranitar here. I may as well. Goes for the Trick Room. That's bad. Because now he actually just goes for Gyro Ball here. I'm going to try and pivot around this as best as I can. Going to go into the Heatran first. Unfortunately, that does mean I'm going to have to like reveal it. Going to go to the Gengar here. He still doesn't know that I have the Breloom in the back. He's going to go for... I get the feeling he's going to go for... he's going to go for Earthquake again. Sensing that I'm trying to stall him out. Nope. Okay. Sigh. That was a bad play. I actually should have just gone into... I didn't realize how well this took that. How well it ate. I'd probably lose now because of that. Is that even... I didn't even realize it ran that. Let me see if any of my Bronzong teams have that. No, they don't. Well, that one doesn't. Oh, this one does. That's really interesting, though. It's a cool tech. Goes out into Ludicolo there, which means I probably lost at this point. Like, I have to boom on it, I guess. But now I really just don't know how I win. I'm gonna go into Tyranitar. Yeah, it's looking pretty over unless he somehow loses to Breloom with the rest of his Pokemon. Okay, yeah, he's got the Machamp there. I'm just gonna go. Oh, actually, he makes the bad play and goes. Doesn't go for Bullet Punch, which they all carry in this gen. I don't know why. Now he could lose, depending on what his last is. If I crit Mach Punch here. How much speed do these things run? So I guess that's what it's for. Maybe it's for Machamp. They run 186. And I have 189. But the thing is... Nah, it's my only chance. Like, I'm just going to go for Seed Bomb here. If it's max speed, then, well, GG. See... Now I have kind of a chance. Well, not really, because if he goes in the... If he's smart and goes to Bronzong here, forces me to Superpower, then, well... It sucks. But he actually goes in the Breloom here. So I have to be faster, and I have to crit multiple times with Superpower. What are you... Bro, what are you doing? Why are you... How you are choking the game away? And actually, I have to go for Superpower here and just crit Bronzong. I just have to crit Bronzong. How are you choking this game away? What is this man doing? Literally, all he had to do was Bullet Punch my... Maybe he just didn't have it. Maybe he just didn't have it. Crit. This time. It's going to be a really dumb way to win, but that's how it's going to have to be. I just got to crit him. Oh, he woke up. Okay. Damn, that was a... I want to say it was a good game, but that was so dumb, because he had that one a while ago, and he somehow almost managed to choke. But you know what? We're not ending it on a loss like that. Hell no, we're not. I mean, go figure. I switch from this team with the Gyarados, and I immediately lose. On some dumb shit. And honestly, like, if I shouldn't have sacked... yeah, the crit on Tyranitar sucked, but I also could have preserved some Mons better. Definitely. The Trick Room Bronzong just caught me completely off guard. Like, all I had to do was not overpredict and go back into... Really, I should have gone into Breloom, because Breloom took all of its attacks better than I would have expected. Like, I forgot for a second that this was a Bronzong. I thought I was going up against the Metagross. That's what I should have done, and just preserved Gengar, preserved Heatran, put that shit to sleep, and then, you know, Trick Room's over. That's what I should have done to win. Especially because he was so close to choking without me doing that. Okay, so we might be playing the same dude here, the same, you know, like, lead Nidoqueen. I don't remember if this is the same dude, but that means we that means we win. Unless he, you know, random T-Bolt, but he would still be throwing away Nidoqueen. I like the idea of the fast Tyranitar on the other team, though. As, yeah, just... I mean, you want to throw away your Jirachi? Man, be my guest. The only thing I would fear is, like, Body Slam, or maybe, like, Fast Thunder. That would be it. Oh, I crit him. I didn't even realize that. That sucks. Why couldn't I have had this crit in the last game? That would have been amazing. No, this is the same dude, because it's like that defensive Jirachi shit. Please don't forfeit. Just play the game out. Just... This Gyarados, look at how much work this Gyarados does. It's so threatening on turn 1. Like, it just comes out and it just doesn't care. It just shreds everything. I love this thing. I like it better as a Bander than as a Dragon Dancer at the end. Mostly because it gets to come in without Stealth Rocks guaranteed. Like, usually if you run Gyarados at the last slot, or try to save it for late game, it's just, like, you just have to accept that it's coming in at 75%. And this dude's taking forever. He might forfeit. But hey, you know, if he does, a win is a win. Okay, he goes into the Latias, and this was the game where I just refused to go to Tyranitar for some reason. And although honestly, he could we've played before for sure, so he knows I have that T-Tar in the back. I almost just want to stay in based on the dumb amount of damage I'm doing here. I think he really is desperate to get those rocks up. I'm gonna overpredict, stay in here. Maybe this will cost me. Like, worst case scenario, he T-bolts and I'm dead. Okay, no, goes for Draco Meteor. Well, that's not great either, but you know what? I can actually use this as a setup opportunity. Switching out here would be a little bit dumb on his part. Just because I can stay in Waterfall. Nah. That wouldn't have done too much. Yeah, so now I weakening this was really important. Even if I hadn't crit him, I would have stayed in 100%. Because this is about the amount of, about the range where Super Rachi can just do work. Nidoqueen drops, reveal the Heatran or something like that. On the off chance he has Roar, I'm just going to get my damage here. That does a lot of damage. Yeah, this should still easily kill. There's no way. So that was my correct play every time. Super Rachi's really good. I like it. Although there are some games where it's just kind of worthless for no reason. Oh, if this tricks, I'm going to be a little sad. I'm going to T-Tar, make sure it doesn't happen. Yup. That's exactly. And I get my sand up. And that Scarf might actually be a blessing in disguise. Like, if Nidoqueen's not absolutely max speed, then I get rocks on that. I'm actually just going to go into Gyarados, punish the rocks a little bit more. Especially because that Suicune is almost dead as well. Let's go for Waterfall. I can't believe how well that tanks. That's actually really dumb. But now I just get to go back into Super Rachi and start doing even more work. Obviously, I'm not going to Calm Mind in its face. That would be dumb. Yeah, the Sand's really going to help me against that Suicune, for sure. Zapdos is a threat here, but I get the feeling I'll outspeed, and well, no, he has. They run Heat Wave, so I shouldn't be dumb. I should just go into Tyranitar is by far the best play. I'm just gonna go for Crunch. Goes into Lucario here, very interesting. As I unfortunately get the defense drop. You know, Rotom is actually a win condition. I'm almost tempted to just stay in. Yeah, get the damage while I have his defense drop, because it doesn't matter. Rotom is immune to extreme speed. I almost feel like sacking. Nah, Breloom is my insurance against, like, if for some reason Suicune gets a free turn, then, and I have my explosion still for Zapdos. Yeah. So either Zapdos is taking a load of damage with Sandstorm and everything, and then just Lucario's dying. Super Rachu wins at this point too. Like if I get any significant damage on Zapdos, then yeah. I'm also not afraid of Suicune, even really because of the Breloom I have in the back. So that's okay. Yeah, he's gonna try and Roost Stall me until Sandstorm kills me, but you know, it's whatever. So that dies. Get the high roll there, but once again, I had this game won a long time ago. Heatran's probably faster than Suicune. I can just boom on that. So that was a pretty good game. I smashed this dude once again. That's a pretty good place to end it. This team, I believe, I don't know if did I lose one with this team. I know I got really lucky with this team a couple times, but I did not lose a game in this entire live. This team is so good. Maybe I'll link the post on Smogon in the description. It wasn't like a team compendium, it was like a specific post. But yeah, see you guys next time.